The Hangout is on air and we are live East Coast and West Coast. Thank you, darling, because I know this was a crazy time to ask people after Saturday night, did you party for
Right.
Halloween?
Exactly.
I know, and it's Sunday morning. The other girl who I wanted to attend, she was just like, girl, I'm at church. So this might
Right.
not have been the best time, but I'm so happy that my girl, Dana Mack, and we are live East Coast and West Coast. Thank you, darling. This was a great. Hold on, technical difficulties. Saturday night. Did you party for Halloween? Okay, hold on.
Exactly.
I know, and it's Sunday morning. The other girl who I wanted to attend, she was just like, girl, I'm at church. So this might not have been the best time, but I'm so happy that my girl, okay, I didn't know where it was coming from, but I had all my different monitors opened up. Okay, well, today's theme is faith and belief. And I think, Dana, if anyone embodies that, it's you. You live with such a spirit and such a vision, and your faith just exudes, and also your strength. You know, so as we spent a lot of really quality time during the summer solstice, and I like to really connect with people each change of season, and we haven't really spoken to each other since then. So we're going to share with everybody how you've been, Dana. What's been going on since I last saw you at the summer solstice?
Wow, I've been doing very well. Thank you very much for those very kind words. Today, I have to be honest. I've been doing a lot and staying active and exercising. Today, I was a little bit down. I have a friend who passed, and today we're going to have a memorial for him. But what?
Okay, I think I saw. Is he a celebrity?
Yes, he is. His name is Sam. And based upon the things that you just said about me, I have made it my charge to try to keep my friends uplifted, and knowing that it's a very hard time, it's a sad time, but not letting it pull you into the depths that you start to feel very, very depressed. Um, because it is a difficult time. So I'm just relying on all of my inner strength and my knowledge about the universe and God, and just trying to help some of my friends who are really, really taking it hard. And so I'm reminding them to eat right, and I'm reminding them to drink water, and to pray and to meditate and to stay focused and remember a lot of the positive things that we know about him, and just try to be a light to others who may be um, feeling a little sad or a little depressed or a little out of sorts, and just try to support each other.
That is so true. That you would mention those healthy things. Some people would, try to self-medicate, and you suggested some really nice, healthy alternatives. So that's beautiful. My condolences. My prayers are with you, and sorry for your loss. I'm sure I'll learn more about this person, because I have been seeing kind of the buzz, especially from the West Coast entertainment community, about this person.
Right. Right. Thank you, Robin, for that.
You're welcome. And so, as we wind down the year, do you believe, we got 2 more months, but yeah, we're going to be winding down the year. So even for me, it just helps to reach out to people and deal with the whole reality that it is, winding down towards the end of the year, and what goals, if any, do you have before the year ends? And as I ask you, I'm thinking like how I'm going to answer the same question.
Right. My goals heading into the end of the year are no TV.
Wow, really?
Yes.
Does that even mean Google Hangouts?
No, that doesn't count. No, that doesn't count because we're watching ourselves create.
Okay. Okay.
you're not watching other people live theirs. So,
wow, that's huge.
yeah.
Really? Is it just to the
Really.
end of the year? Is that going to be New Year's resolutions? That could be a new lifestyle. What's up with
Well,
that?
I actually just got a TV, like, let's say from 2008, no, 2007, all the way up to like 2012. I didn't have a TV. So I couldn't even watch TV.
Oh,
And
wow.
that was a personal, well, it was twofold. It was when they went from analog to digital, I didn't have any new TVs, so I couldn't do the digital.
Right. I
And
think a lot of people, yeah, I'm watching a lot of media over my devices as well.
yeah, I refused to pay for cable. And I was in school, so it was just like perfect. So I was like, I don't need a TV anyway. But I noticed when you watch it, you just sometimes if you don't have specific programs that are uplifting or educational, like I watch a lot of documentaries, but you can get pulled into like the reality shows and things like that. And because I am a publicist, I do try to keep up that way. But there are other ways that I've figured out to keep up. And I'll,
Oh, wow. Yeah, that's what I was going to say. I was like, well, how do you do that? You work in the
yeah,
entertainment industry, and a lot of times I find myself watching, and particularly right now, a lot of reality TV shows because
right,
I'm collecting the footage of the stuff behind the scenes to
right,
kind of compile reality show-esque footage. I mean, like, this is
right,
reality show stuff
right.
to me too.
Yeah,
But I guess it's all relative, it's all perspective, and we are in an age where we can definitely pick and choose what we decide to see and feed our minds with media.
exactly. Yeah. So strategically, if there's like I have a purpose, then I have to limit that time. But the main reason is so I can focus on some of the things that I have going on and working on and being more productive. That's always, I'm
Okay,
sure.
that makes sense. Because, girl, you got a lot going on. So that does
Yeah.
make sense. And I can see where you could get caught up in some reality shows. It's like, wait a minute, my life. Okay, girlfriend's just going to have to figure it out.
Right, exactly. So it's like you're eating your popcorn, like, oh my God. But I don't know. I can't give up Empire though. I'm sorry. I gotta
Oh,
say,
see,
like,
I was gonna ask because last week I was very confused with Empire. I was so confused. I was just like, "What's going on?" And it wasn't until I saw it was. I get it was. I'm calling it a parody or a joke. So a brother was just like, "Whoa, what happened? Hakeem got kidnapped. What? There was no Empire this week."
right. So my only
All right,
caveat to that is
see, now I know.
work real hard on Tuesday, and then on Wednesday when it comes to 9 o'clock, it's like, okay,
Everybody was there like, "What?"
right. But as you were saying, going into the end of the year, it's like you hopefully like made goals or objectives and things that you want to meet, and not that they can't carry on to 2016, but you want to me, you want to finish strong, you know.
Yeah. Well, see,
Just
finish strong, which brings us back to our theme.
yeah.
Yes. I mean, even when I saw you, Dana, I don't know what is happening. I don't know if it's age or something with, my chemistry, but I just felt like, wow, I'm not as strong as I used to be. So it could have something to do with as we mature, or the fact that I have been working out at the gym. Like West Coast definitely has a more active lifestyle. And I don't know if I'll ever see you in the winter again. You know how you just be here in New York. I have another young lady here. But anyway, all that to say is that my goal by the end of the year is definitely to be stronger. I definitely want to cross train. I definitely want to strengthen my yoga practice and definitely represent for those, who as we mature needs, a cheerleader. That'll be me to stay strong and sexy, of course.
Right. I found myself working on strength as well, feeling that needing a little bit more strength and more cardio so I could get just more air into the lungs, just working on the cardio, but doing some strength training and some boot camp stuff, like on the days when I'm not doing yogas, like adding more of that to it.
Yeah, I'm feeling it now. I fought it for a long time, but I'm starting to feel the need to cross train in through here. I don't know if it'll always feel this way, but that's kind of my feeling in through here. And I wanted to share that with the yoga community to see how other people are feeling about yoga and cross training and strength, and not just the external strength, but the internal strength, which I feel yoga does give me. It does give me a certain sense of inner strength, especially to master the poses. And maybe it's that inner strength that's speaking to me to build up my muscles to be an even more advanced yogi and to do it in different ways that I can bring back to the mat.
Right, right. I totally get it. Totally. And so it's challenging too, because your body is set in its ways sometimes, and you just want to push but not too hard that you're injuring yourself, and just staying in the mind like this is something that you can do, and just giving yourself like positive affirmations to help you take it to the next level, because let's be honest, you just want to go, you know what, today today I'll do 2 push-ups.
And I did something.
Right.
But even that is like real though, you know, really, if you're not doing anything, 2 push-ups is real. And speaking of injury, I didn't mention that, but the first, I signed up at a new sports club in New York, and I got a personal trainer complimentary session, and girl, my knee, some ligament was torn, and it was really, I was really disabled. You know, on the one part, it was making me feel a little defeated, like, whoa, you really are weak. And then on the other hand, it made me feel like, wow, okay, Rob, you really got to work harder or really work on your strength, because it's a real issue.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. I have that issue with an ankle that I injured in 2008. And when it gets cold, like if I don't stretch it every day and do some type of yoga with it every day, it starts to get really, really tight. So I always have to work it some kind of way. And then I try to keep it warm, because when it's cold, it's not as flexible, as you know. And
yeah. I always like warm therapy versus cold therapy. I know cold therapy is supposed to help, but I like the warmth too.
Right. So yeah, that's another reason I'm not coming to New York.
I know. And I got to find excuses to get out to LA. But the other thing is that I did start a full-time job with a television production company that creates commercials. So I'm really excited about that. And they know that I'm the yoga instructor in Yoga Flava TV. So, you know, I just started working with them, and I'm trying to figure out how to, you know, blend all these different platforms that I have access to. Now, the other thing I wanted to talk to you about is next year's summer solstice. And I'm a little torn, because during the time that I was originally thinking about doing it in New York, like having like a 4-day weekend, is the same weekend that the American Black Film Festival is having their 20th anniversary in Miami.
Oh, wow.
I know, right? I knew. I was like, Dana would want to be there.
You know, Miami is my spot.
Oh, I knew it. That's why I said, let me bring it up, because now I'm trying to figure out, and it's going to be Yoga Flava's 20th anniversary. I know you were there pretty much in the beginning, and I called it like Rachaka Yoga or whatever, but I got certified in like 1996. Yeah. So next year is going to be 20 years Yoga Flava, and I was wondering, since it's 20 years ABFF, to do some type of cross-promotion celebration in Miami, and I knew you'd be down.
Right. I would definitely. My family's planning to take a trip to Greece and nice. Turkey.
Oh, wow.
And they're setting up the dates now. So last year when I went to Italy, it was around that time.
Right, I remember. And then you jet set.
And then I came out to New York. Yes. And so
And that would be the thing. I'm thinking like Miami, and then jet set back for summer solstice, which will be like a Tuesday in New York. So
Right.
I see we continue to have a lot of strategical planning. To do.
Yes, yes. I'm looking forward to Greece. I've seen some pictures. I'm a blue water gal. So
Oh, right. So last time it was Italy that you went to. Rome. Where did you go?
I went to Rome, and I went to Milan, and I went to Florence.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Really nice. So depending on the dates, I'm down.
Okay, I hear you. So we have to figure that out. Okay, my dear. So I just wanted to capture a little essence and connect. And I'll do a nice little edit of the highlights of this and continue to cross promote. Please let everybody know what you have going on the West Coast. And when's a good time for me to schedule an extended West Coast visit?
You should come in December when it's cold there.
I know, right? February is really crazy. I know, either there or Miami. I know, really.
I was gonna say last year in December I was in Miami. That's where I was.
Yeah, that's right.
I brought in the New Year there, so I spent the last week.
Oh, nice.
In Miami.
Okay.
It was really nice. Yeah, so you should think about that. But currently we're still looking for sponsors. We're taking on sponsors, monetary sponsors for the Flip Flop Yoga Stop, which is a wellness event that we're planning for July. So we've got some vendors. We're still looking for sponsors. I'm courting Bank of America.
Okay.
They gave me some really good feedback.
Nice.
So anybody else who's interested, we are definitely still taking on sponsors. So I told the bank, I was like, I've been banking here since I've been 18. So you need to do something for me now. And so I know the manager pretty well. And so he's like, you know what?
Okay. Well, Bank of America actually gave me my first business loan, so I'm not mad at Bank of America.
So they need to sponsor us. They definitely need to sponsor. So currently that's where a lot of my energy is.
Okay.
Right there.
Yeah. Okay. Very cool. Well, I was hoping you'd help me be more. Ooh, what was that? Who's that? Is
someone joining
us? What'd you say?
I think I see someone joining in.
Oh, yes, someone's joining us. Oh my goodness. Okay, I was just like, who's this other person? Hello, is there someone joining us?
Hi, it's Sherelle.
Sherelle made it. We were just getting ready to sign off, but now the party begins.
Yeah, I just
welcome, Sherelle. Are you like in the car from church or something?
Yeah, I just walked out and I just figured out how to do it on my phone.
Just determined.
Cool.
So God bless you. I mean, it's not that deep, honey. If you want to just, schedule another time, we can do that, and you can catch the rest of your service.
Oh, no, they just let us out. So.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well, on the Hangout today, Sherelle, meet Dana, and Dana is a long time.
Nice to meet you.
It's good to meet you too.
A longtime friend, a fellow yogini, publicist from the West Coast. So she got it together early this morning to join us from the West Coast. And Dana,
Sherelle from Robin? Where's she?
Sherelle, what part of the country are you in?
I'm in Maryland.
Oh, okay.
Maryland. And Sherelle has a really faith-based yoga practice. And it was Sherelle and someone else who was saying that they wanted to see more of a discussion about faith-based yoga. Is that right, Sherelle?
Yes, that's correct. I teach from a Christian approach. Mm-hmm. I received my traditional yoga teacher training, and then in May of this year, I actually got certified with Holy Yoga Ministries, which teaches you how to weave the Word of God throughout the yoga practice.
Oh, wow. That's amazing.
That is amazing. So what has the response been to your practice?
Absolutely amazing. Because my niche market is the Christian community, a lot of people that would have normally not taken yoga or ventured out to find out more about yoga have been very receptive to my classes. So yeah, it's been a really, really great experience.
Beautiful. I'm so happy to hear that. And that's why I was saying that this new season of on Focus Broadcasting Network, as I start to program and showcase different yoga instructors or yoginis like Dana who live the yoga lifestyle, I definitely wanted to do more with you and help you build your brand, because I think it's a really important niche. And if you could just summarize your, I guess, standard statement when people come up to you and say like, oh, you know, yoga is, you know, a religion, or, you know, why would a Christian want to do yoga? What is your response?
Well, usually I guess you could call, can you guys hear me okay?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, I just put in my headset because I couldn't hear you guys okay. So I usually let people know that the people that I mainly help are women, but most of my classes are open to men as well. But I help women to reconnect with God on a daily basis through Christian meditation, focused breathing, and movement. So I really focus not so much on, I don't ascribe to traditional yoga philosophy, but I choose to use the biblical principles of surrender, discipline, and transformation to help women to reconnect scriptures with the Word of God so that it can be applicable to everyday living.
Awesome, awesome. And how long have you been doing this practice?
So I've been teaching since I started Faith and Flow Yoga Practice with Soul in 2013. And so I've kind of, I didn't have the Holy Yoga teacher training, but now I definitely teach this way and been teaching this way probably for a couple of years now.
Okay, that's beautiful.
Yeah.
What are your goals by the end of the year? What would you like to see happen with your yoga business, perhaps in your personal life that you'd like to share and inspire?
Yeah, definitely. So I'm actually in the process of writing my first book, which I'm really excited about. And I always knew that I had a book in me, just wasn't really sure how it would be received in the Christian community. Wasn't sure if I wanted to talk about yoga or anything else. And so it's not actually going to be a yoga book, but it's going to be a book about my question to God about seasons. So I had a tendency to hate the fall and winter season.
Oh, wow.
So when I asked God the question why last year, the book is going to be about the answers that I received from him. So basically talking about the purposes of the various seasons as it relates to creation, the weather, but also the seasons in our lives, and also the connection between the mind, body, and spirit in those seasons and when we go through different seasons in life, and how they are all meaningful regardless of what season that you're in. And then I'm actually working on my first DVD as well. So I'm really excited about 2016. It's going to be an amazing year.
Oh, most definitely. Because what's interesting, Dana, we were talking about the same thing, maybe not using the same words, but we were talking about the seasons. We were talking about how I wanted to run away for the winter time and how Dana back here for the winter. And then I was just talking about just wanting to make sure I build strength. And as you know, I move into the mature season of life. You know, I always let people know I'm 55 years old. It's just like, ooh, what does that mean? Yeah, I got my AARP, you know, information coming to me. But this year in particular, I let my hair go silver, and it's really, I guess that surrender you were talking about allowing this season of my life and what does that mean to me. And I know whatever it's going to be based on a strong foundation and using faith to keep me strong.
Exactly.
Right. Sherelle, how
Yes.
are you compiling the information for your book? Are you using an app? Are you typing in Word? What are you doing? What are you typing the information into? I'm curious.
So I actually, I've been writing articles consistently since last year. So a lot of the information I'm pulling from some of the articles that I've written, and I blog every now and again. But I just basically found a standard template. I'm still not really sure of the process, whether I will self-publish or I have a couple of friends that have publishing companies, so I'm not sure about that route. But for right now, I found a standard template, and then I'm getting more information about Amazon's Create Space. So I'm still researching that, but right now I'm just working with the template and hoping to have that done by the end of this year.
Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah.
And Dana is a publicist extraordinaire. So if you need someone to
wow.
get the word out, yes, there you go. There's the connection.
Yeah. And so Dana, you're out in California?
Yes, I am.
Oh, okay.
She will totally bring you that Hollywood connection.
Yeah, I was asking you about how you're compiling or typing the book, because I've been planning to write a book as well. But just the other day, an idea for a children's book came to me, and I was talking to a friend of mine who just relocated from Atlanta back to Pasadena, and she told me that she does illustrating, and so the book that I want to do outside of the children's book is a book about fathers and daughters that I've always been thinking about doing, and I've been just typing the information in Word, but I know that there's an app, and I can't remember the name.
Oh, there's an app for it. Okay, no, I didn't know of anything. Yeah. I kind of just started on a Word document and started,
right.
Yeah, but if there's an app, yeah, definitely you could share that information.
The name will come to me in a second. They have it.
And then, of course, I've been told by people that, I do a lot of Periscope. So if you guys are interested in Periscope, I Periscope on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays on Faith and Flow 13. So I've actually been taking some of my Periscopes and been thinking about sending it to like a transcriber, like at Elance or Fiverr, to have it transcribed. But I haven't, not sure if I want to go that route yet. But I know that you can speak it, and so I'm constantly, at least 3 times a week talking about various topics. It's a little weird because people ask me, well, do you do yoga on Periscope? And even though they have the landscape capability, unless you really have a really good stand or someone to hold the phone for your yoga flow, I did it once and it didn't really work out well. So I really talk about various Christian principles and related to yoga, mind, body, spirit. And so I do more so talking on Periscope, actually. I actually just did a pretty popular Periscope because someone was telling me in a class they enjoyed my class, but they said, I would have tried it sooner, but I've always been told that yoga was witchcraft. And so I decided to do a Periscope on, have you ever wanted to try yoga and were afraid? If so, let's talk. And I did that on Friday, and so many people chimed in. Yeah. So I talk about the controversial things, debunking myths, and talk about more so than what people would see or hear about on a regular basis, but really try to bring out really what yoga is about. Like I said, not from a traditional philosophy standpoint, but from the standpoint that God created all and he can redeem all, and the breath and meditation and movement are all his gifts, and how it can be used to enhance wellness in your Christian life. And so that's pretty much what I stick to. I don't get into a lot of debate about philosophies and the chakras and chanting, although we did talk a little bit about that on the scope. And I always tell people, if you're not mature enough to handle this, maybe this is not the scope for you, but let me tell you about the vibrations and the wellness that's associated with chanting. You don't have to chant Om, you can chant Amen. So it's a lot more education that happens on my Periscope than a yoga flow.
Exactly, which is what we're doing here.
Let me see if I can get it.
Oh, okay, great.
Well, this is what this is about, and I'm so excited to share your Flava and help you to expand your important platform.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And I come from the music industry, I'll just say, or music world at first, and being around artists, I feel that yogis are healing artists. And just as a singer can sing a song a certain way and then another singer interpret that same song in a different way for a whole different experience, that's what I feel about yoga teachers, practitioners.
Yeah.
And that's kind of where I feel my Yoga Flava platform will be. You know, just
Okay.
broadcasting the different flavas. Everyone may be able to relate to, you know, you in a different way than they relate to me. And I'm good with that because I just applaud the healing art form.
Oh, awesome. I love that. I love it. I love it. Yeah, I think that it's a great gift, and everybody has their own flavor and approach.
Yes.
And
Yes.
my thing is just about people understanding wellness and how the body can heal itself. But I realize that you have to really break it down in a way that people find that it's applicable for their life
Yes.
and whatever belief system. And just so happens that I'm a Christian, so I think that I already have the tools to speak the language so that people kind of understand. And I love to draw biblical principles and how they parallel with Christian principles. And so that's my strong suit.
Nice. By any chance, did either one of you ladies get a chance to see any of the episodes of Oprah's Believe?
I did a Periscope on it just last week.
Oh, okay. So I got to catch up with your world.
Yeah.
To summarize, what were your thoughts?
So on the Periscope, and I talked about it on Wednesday, and I said, you know, I just wanted to talk about belief because, you know, as much hoopla and everybody was periscoping about War Room, I said I think it's interesting that Christians, nobody talked about belief. And so I shared some of my points about what I saw about it, not from a confrontational standpoint, but from the standpoint of there's something to be learned from all different philosophies and religions.
Yes.
And my three big takeaways were, one, that we're all searching for something, that there are really more people that have a belief system than there are probably someone that's an atheist, which atheists, they have a belief system. They believe there's no God.
Yes.
So that made me happy that there are a lot of people that are seeking. And then there are a lot of people that realize that in the seeking, that they're seeking a connection that's beyond themselves. So I was happy to see that. And then my last and third point during that Periscope was that I really enjoyed seeing the level of discipline in other religions and philosophies, and I think that is something that Christians can learn from, whether it was the young boy that had memorized the Quran and was reciting it, whether it was someone that was taking, I think it was the Catholic that was walking like the journey. I can't remember what the name of it was, but there were so many different things, and I think that, and there were people on my Periscope that was like, you know, Oprah's the devil and I don't agree with her. And I said, well, this is the thing. A lot of Christians have a lot of strong feelings about Oprah because they believe that she's a proponent of there's more than one way to God. And my thing is this: I think that she did an awesome job at highlighting things that we don't necessarily see on an everyday basis, that our world is so much bigger than what we experience on a day-to-day basis. She went around the globe, and I was so happy to see her highlight all the different religions and philosophies with an unbiased opinion. She gave you what it was, what the belief system was, and I think that we can all learn from that. And there were a lot of people on my Periscope that did chime in and say, oh, I missed it, or I want to see it now. And it's not to say that you agree with it, but it's just knowledge is power. So the more that you see that there are people that are seeking, there are people that are interested in a connection. I mean, I was blown away that they said that there are like 9 million practicing Roman Catholic people in the world. I mean, there are people that are practicing religions. They just so happen to maybe not be Christianity, but there's a innate ability in people to want to connect, and that's a good thing.
Most definitely. I was blessed to go to India. I have East Indian ancestry on my grandfather's side, and I was raised around him. So when I went, it was a spiritual quest, and what I did walk away with a sense of that all the different interpretations of spirit lead to one divine design, and a deep respect for how people interpret it.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
I found the information, but I didn't realize it's proprietary to Mac. So I don't know if you have.
Oh, no, I don't have a Mac. I just have a PC.
Mac.
Oh, okay.
It's called Scrivener. Well, I don't even know. It might be. You might get it for Word.
Oh, okay.
PC, but it's called Scrivener.
Scrivener. Okay.
Let me see if I put it. You can't really see, but it's SCRIVENER, and it's just a software for organizing when you're writing,
Oh, okay.
while you're researching and putting everything in one place. But I know,
Scrivener.
yes, yes. Um,
Okay.
and the funny thing is the logo. It looks like yin and yang when you see
Oh,
when
okay.
you see it. And so I haven't bought it yet, but I'm going to buy it. But I've heard a lot of good things about it from people who have it.
Oh, awesome.
And
Okay.
so, but once again, I'm not sure if they have it for PC, but you can look into it. So
Okay.
I'm sure that'll help. But I've got a tip out, ladies. This was wonderful.
Okay, yes,
Awesome.
we'll be wrapping this up as well. Is there any final words you'd like to share with us, Dana?
I would like to say I think it's a blessing when straight up African American women can connect on levels that share information to uplift and keep each other edified. And so I'm glad I was able to be a part of this today. And I hope it spreads and that more of us tend to do those types of things, because we should become a community where we are continuously being lights set on hills for each other. And we
Exactly.
truly need that every day. Every day.
Yes.
Because there's so many different things coming at us to divide us. And we just have to be smarter, because we are wonderful. And I'm talking about African American women, Black women. And we have to just be empowered to protect and be there for each other every day.
Will do. So you
Yeah.
two make sure you stay in touch with each other.
Dana,
And
what's your last name?
Fikes, Fikes.
Fikes?
Yes.
Okay, Fikes.
oh, I introduced you earlier as Dana Mack. I think that's what
Yeah.
you said.
Well, if you look for me on social media, you better look for Mac, MACC, and then you'll find me.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Got it.
Yes. Okay, ladies, have a blessed day.
All right.
Thank you.
See
You as well. And Sherelle, is there anything you'd like to close with?
No, I'm just glad that I had a chance to even just come in, even if it was just for a couple of minutes. I didn't realize our church, we actually had a guest artist, so it went a little longer than expected. But I appreciate the opportunity, and I look forward to us talking again soon.
Most definitely. Well, it was wonderful to be able to connect with your essence, and I'll be editing this and share the highlights, and we will continue to spread the word.
Awesome. Thank you.
Okay, you're welcome. Peace and blessings.
Bye-bye.
Bye.